All right, so I'm happy that I waited, I stayed patient, and I traded NVDA, the volatileness, once they posted the rate cut. So we scalped it. We made $437. That makes me happy. We overall on the year, it still has to adjust for it, but you got to add the 400 here, so we're up 49,500, 600, almost at the $50,000 goal, which is awesome. And just trading almost one stock, you can see I've made over 23,000 on just Nvidia. So it's really cool to see that. What I did was just to show you guys the trade real quick is in this area. I'm gonna make this bigger so you guys can see it. Right in here, I waited for the news to get posted, which you can see this is 2 o'clock right here. And I'm gonna just get rid of the RSI because I didn't even use RSI to make this trade. So 2 o'clock hits, we got this markup from 114 all the way up to 116. I missed that entire thing. I wasn't, I just, with Fidelity, it's hard to do, you don't have like shortcuts. You have, the only shortcuts you have are, buy 1,000, sell 1,000, but you got to click the buttons. You can't just click like, F buy or shift buy to buy. So I missed this whole run up. And I said, what do I do? So I tried to buy right here, which this red is your 9 EMA, which you can see here. Anytime you get a bullish run like this, it's not always, but it just seems as if when you have a bullish run here and the 9 EMA follows, you usually get a buy within here. Look how thin these wicks are right here. These are the sellers trying to push it down and the buyers just pushing it up. So just to mark that off so you can get an idea, because I use this all the time when I try to get buys, and I actually missed the entry. So I actually tried to get in here at this level here. You can see it went all the way down to, if you go to the bottom of this wick right here, it went all the way down to 115.77, and it really sucks because I put it in at 115.76 and it didn't fill. So that's pretty wild how that didn't fill. That would have been my trade right there, and I would have sold right up in this candle going up almost a point from there. But I just want to show you just between these wicks right here, you can see that this 116 down to the 115.77, clearly there is the seller is getting exhausted. I tried to get in this trade, didn't get in right here, missed it. It went without me. So then I said, okay, I'm going to be patient. I'm not going to buy up here. And what did I do? I waited for VWAP. VWAP, it was right here. Let me just show you. I'm going to highlight the VWAP for you. You're going to see a pink. We're going to modify it and make it much bigger just so you can see. So let's make the line thickness here. And here is your VWAP. So your VWAP is a volume weight adjusted price. And if you're day trading, I always recommend having this because it kind of gives you an idea of what the average buy is, whether they're buying all the way up here, all the way down here. And once it's bullish like this, I said, okay, if it pulls back to the VWAP, I will make this trade. So the first time it came back to VWAP, I entered at 115.32. And I just want to show you that entry right there. We're going to make another red line here. And this is my entry trying to buy at VWAP. I bought just before VWAP thinking that it is going to hold. So VWAP is very volatile. It went from 115.32. And let's just check where it went all the way down to 114.94. So it broke VWAP for a second, which as you can see here on the right side is 115.24. So I bought a couple of cents above, held it through here, and then I sold back up 30, 40 cents up to make the $400 plus on the day. And that's how I did it. So I just trade the bullish momentum. You get this blast up, trade the first 9 EMA. I missed that trade. Then the next bullish tendency a dip buyer is waiting for is the VWAP bounce. We're just going to retest that VWAP and bounce off VWAP. So that's how I did it. If I could have gotten this one, that would have been a nice trade right there. And then the second trade right here. So first trade at 9 EMA, which I missed. And then second trade right here at the VWAP bounce. And that's how I try to do it when you have these massive bullish momentum candles. So look for that 9 EMA. See if you can get support off of that. Easy to follow your stop loss. Just cut it at the 20 EMA. And then here, your VWAP, if it breaks VWAP, give it a second. If it doesn't pop up right away, then you got to get rid of it. So that's how I traded it. Just reviewing it for you guys to see. And it looks like the overall market so far does like this rate cut of 0.5%. Just looking at QQQ, I mean, it's pretty volatile, but it bounced from 474 all the way up to 478. So we'll see. We'll see what he does after this speech, which he's about to do in a couple of minutes.